95.5 WFMS. Good morning. Hey, it's a Wednesday. Jim, Deb, and Kevin.
Woohoo! Middle of the week.
Special day for some of the truck drivers out there.
Oh, what's that?
Because it's 10-4.
Oh, brother.
Oh,
All right, your CB handled, Jimmy. I know you had the CB.
Oh, yeah, the Nashville Cat. He's the talk of the town.
You were Nashville Cat?
He had a jingle
Yeah.
No, you did not.
on his CB. Now, Deb, you didn't have a CB, but if you did have a CB, what would be your what have been your
Well, see,
handle?
always when I was younger, I wanted to be named Daisy.
Uh-huh.
And everybody thinks it's after Daisy Dukes, Daisy Duke of Dukes of Hazzard. But it was actually because the founder of the Girl Scouts, her name was Daisy. My mom was like, well, you have to go to the courthouse. You have to change your name legally. And she wouldn't do it.
So Daisy would be yours.
Maybe like Daisy, I don't know, Daisy Honeycutt.
Fuentes. Isn't there a Daisy Fuentes?
Are you, Fuentes? Yeah, she was on MTV. Are you supposed to say 10-4 good buddy?
Well,
I don't think you say that anymore.
No,
Oh, well, I want to say that.
I don't think you say
10-4 good buddy.
10-4, which is an acknowledgement. It's in all kinds of radios. Ham.
What's yours, Kevin?
CB.
Mine would have been Keebler, because I'm short,
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
That was your nickname.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Keebler.
Yeah.
How about you, Keebler? Come on back.
Big country station, 95.5 WFMS. If that voice sounds familiar, he performed on the Today Show yesterday. I remember when some people thought Florida Georgia line was not going to make it. Yeah, not going to make it. And that's not true. In fact, Tyler Hubbard, part of that group right there, is doing well on his own, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yep. Without a doubt.
You're listening to Jim, Deb, and Kevin.
6:11. So we told you this yesterday that it's going to happen today at 2:20.
Mm-hmm.
And it was in the news last night. Channel 13 did a big story. It said, even though we're telling you this, you're going to forget and it's going to startle you. But at 2:20 today, everybody that's got a cell phone, a smartphone, it's going to go off. Mm-hmm. It's going to set off an alarm. Mm-hmm. It's part of the wireless emergency alert notification. It's in case of a national disaster, part tied up with FEMA as well. A lot of folks, Deb, you pointed this out yesterday, a lot of folks are kind of like, that means the government's tracking us.
Yeah, they're worried.
This is not the reason for it is. But anyway, we're telling you at 2:20. If you're in a meeting.
It's loud.
Let's say you guys are if someone's in a meeting or imagine classrooms today. I mean, they may have to tell people, hey, turn your cell phone
Librarians. Be quiet at the library.
Never thought of that. Yeah.
Now, my father-in-law, we tease him because he has a flip phone. I wonder if it'll work on a flip phone. Andrew Luck uses a flip phone.
Maybe not.
I think he's okay.
Yeah, really?
You may have to call him and just buzz and just call his flip phone and go, so he didn't feel left out.
Yeah, because that's what he's going to feel. He's going to feel left out.
Right.
We wouldn't want that. So anyway, there's your warning.
Out at Red Dirt Road, that's Brooks and Don at 95.5 WFMS with Jim, Deb, and Kevin.
So we had this awards banquet by the Indiana Broadcasters Association just the other night, and not all of us were able to go. I attended and was sitting there, and I was, excited because they serve a dinner, and it's like, I don't have to cook tonight. I was looking forward to that. And it's one of those awards banquets where you sit down and they already have the dessert and the salad.
Salad's already out.
Pre-served, so it's already there at the top of your plate.
So do you pick the seat with the dessert that you want? Like
they were all
this
the
one's
same.
apple pie. Oh, they're all the same.
Yeah, they were all cheesecake with berries and like a little sauce. And so I sat down next to Steve Stewart. We all know Steve.
Oh yeah.
And we call him Stu. And he's sitting next to me, and he looked a little perplexed. And I said, "What's the problem?" And he goes, "Well, I'm trying to make a decision. Do you eat the dessert now, even though our dinner hasn't arrived? Like we've got the salads and people are eating salads, but is it appropriate to eat the dessert?" I'm like, there are no rules in dessert.
Yes, there are.
Not in dessert. You eat when you want to eat it. If they didn't want you to eat it, it wouldn't have been served already. They would have waited. So I
you
said,
ate the dessert before?
Oh, hush. I said, listen, I'll eat it if you eat it. I will if you will. And he goes, okay, I will. Well, then he didn't. But then he already planted the seed in my head.
So you're thinking,
So I took my fork after I'd finished my salad. Everybody had finished salads. They're starting to clear the salad plate. And I leaned up and I just started to swipe a little blackberry here and there. And there's a raspberry. And so I was eating the fruit very discreetly. No one was noticing. And then I was trying to wait. And then I thought, nope, I'm not waiting. I'm just going for it. So I snuck a few bites of the cheesecake at the top of my plate. And then when everybody moved their plates in, mine was half gone.
Yeah. And then when they walked around to collect the plate, it said, "Oh, ma'am, did you not get a dessert? Here, I'll go get you one."
No, I didn't do
there you go.
that wouldn't have been a bad idea. I didn't get mine, but because you put it in a to-go box, I'll eat it tomorrow.
Right.
So you had no problems doing that?
Oh, no one even noticed.
Now, have you ever gone to, like, at a wedding and they've already cut the cake, but you're not done eating?
No.
You got to get your cake?
No, I'm always waiting for them to cut the
Okay.
cake.
That's
Like, let's get to
yeah.
it. Go up to the bridal planner. Hey, are we going to cut the cake soon?
We need to do that now.
Mama's got to go.
You and I are not, Jim, you and I are not necessarily
No.
dessert people.
No, we do it now.
I will trade you my dessert for an extra helping of your mashed potatoes.
Oh, yeah. See, I didn't eat all
Yeah.
my dinner, but I was all about that cheesecake.
Luke Combs with Jim, Deb, and Kevin on 95.5 WFMS. It's 724.
North Siders, I believe this is good news. I know
Yes.
Deb and I go here quite often. It's Wilson's Farm Market. It's on the US 31, a little north of Westfield.
Yep.
It's been around for a long time. Years ago, they remodeled and added on to it. And the highway NDOT was going to come in and close them down because they were doing some stuff with the highway.
It was all the news a couple of months ago that the store was going to have to relocate. They've been there forever, and a lot of folks were upset about it. Well, it was announced yesterday they're not going to do that after all.
I can't believe
They don't have
it.
to move.
That's amazing because
Never mind.
people were thinking their traditions were going to they're going to still continue on as a business, but have to move to a new location, and it's a perfect location right there off of 31.
Right. Well, that's the farm is right there. That's where that great sweet corn comes.
Yeah, I go and get. I've gotten pumpkins there, apple butter. They have a great bakery. I brought chicken home from there.
The fried chicken.
Oh, my kids love their chicken.
They have fried chicken?
Oh, yeah, mashed
Yes.
potatoes. That just sounds like a commercial. But
Where's this place again? I need to figure out where.
Wilson's Farm Market.
Just
US 31
past
North.
Westfield,
All
past
right.
like the high school, the football stadium, and you can't miss it. It's on your right hand side once you keep going north.
Big red roof on there, and that's
Okay, well, they're not moving. I
they're
can go
not.
find them now.
So NDOT's withdrew the eminent domain, and so they're going to get to stay there, and I'm sure they're relieved, and so are some of us shoppers.
811 with Jim, Deb, and Kevin. He says he's still losing weight the healthy way. That's jelly roll.
And did you get it, Deb?
I got it. I got my cheese grater.
Oh, let me tell you, folks have been asking on Facebook. They've been texting us. Did Deb get the cheese grater that she mentioned?
Parmesan cheese like you see in the restaurants.
Yeah.
The one where they bring it out and they go, "Would you like cheese on that?" If you ordered a pasta dish for a salad or something,
Right.
and
Grind it.
and I always say yes, and then the little thing spins around, the little wheel. And we were at an Italian restaurant with my father-in-law a couple of weeks ago, and I remember watching her do it, thinking, "Why don't I own one of those?"
Right.
And surely you can buy a professional commercial grade. So I looked it up on Amazon, and it was super cheap. I think it was less than. I think it was $18 or something.
Did you
like that.
immediately use it, or?
Yeah, I made a chicken parm dinner,
course.
and then I grated the parmesan.
Was it as satisfying as you thought it was going to be?
Well, here's what I think I was missing. I didn't have an audience.
See, yes, you gotta have an audience.
I want to have someone sitting there where I can say,
Did you care for
floor
cheese?
show.
maybe I need a little attention sometimes.
Yeah.
So, but Greg was at a game, and the kids weren't there, and so I made the dinner, and then it's kind of one of those things where it was going to be one of those nights where everybody comes in, you eat when you can.
Right.
So
You're just standing around with your cheese grater.
yeah, so I just pre-grated it, but I was so excited. I really like it.
All right. Hey, Greg.
Okay, first off, I don't want you to laugh at me, okay?
Okay. All right.
That's the first thing. All right. I used to sell Pampered Chef.
Okay.
And Pampered Chef
Yeah,
used
that's
to
good
have
stuff.
The little cheese grinder.
Oh,
Okay?
they do?
It's from Xylus. Yes, it was a very popular thing.
I ordered mine
But
from
having-
Xylus.
Yeah, those are good ones. But I will tell you straight up, after the first time you do it and you do, a few people's plates or what have you,
Sure.
your wrist will be so tired.
Yeah.
Well, it'll give me a
Okay.
thrill for a minute.
Because you've got to grip that thing and hold that cheese tight in there, and then you've got to spin that thing, and there's nothing easy about it.
Oh, they make it look
Just so you know.
effortless. They make it look
Oh,
effortless.
Yeah, they do, because that's their job.
Yeah.
But yeah, having had to demonstrate that thing for shows, for many shows, and having it around the house, it just gets tiring.
All right. Thanks, Greg.
Yeah.
It's tiring.
And I would assume the cleanup is hard, too. All the
it's
cheese
fine.
gets ground into that wheel.
The key to that is to brush it off when it's dry.
Right.
Don't go get a wet paper towel because then it just smears into your
No,
island.
the key is to buy a shaker can of that stuff and not to deal with
No,
it.
that's fake stuff. Well, in my mind, Keith Urban is singing that song just to me
Yeah.
on 95.5 WFMS. You're listening to Jim, Deb, and Kevin.
Well, in my mind, I think I'm doing the right thing. And see if I'm the only one that does this.
Okay.
Let's say I'm a task person. I like to write things down, things to do.
Sure.
And then I might, mow the lawn, rake the leaves, wash the windows.
You like lists.
I like lists. But when I'm making the list, I will also add things to said list of things I've already done.
Well, why would you put them on the list?
So I can mark them off. And I feel like I've accomplished something.
Oh, so it's just about
it
making
might
yourself
say,
feel
mow
better.
the lawn, rake the leaves, wash the windows, wash the car. Well, I already washed the car. So I'll write that on the list, then mark it through.
Well, it defeats the purpose.
No, it doesn't. It makes me feel good.
Sure.
But
You've
it's
already
done.
it.
So, Jim, do you do that?
Well, I don't do the list. I probably should because I think about it. I'm like, oh, yeah, I need to do that. And then it just goes away. But and then I don't do it. But
So you don't do it?
You can take a look at your list, cross it off, and you're right. It's like
Look at what all I've done. I'm going to sit down and watch some football. I've done a lot today.
You knew you washed the car. You don't need to tell yourself you washed the car. It's done.
Well, the list is really for other people to see.
right.
Oh, so this is a wife to-do list that you want to get credit for. Is that what this is? This is lame.
Kevin, what have you done today? We'll take a look at the list.
Wait a minute, but you did that Thursday. Well,
But it's done.
it's done. No expiration date on that
I
stuff.
like it.
Well, I thought you should know. That is Morgan Wallen on 95.5 WFMS. Good morning. It is Jim, Deb, and Kevin.
Well, I thought you should know that if you can't make it down to Brown County, what is it about fall foliage that gets Hoosiers all excited?
Oh, they do. Did you see the pretty colors?
Yeah.
And Brown County is the place to go. Get
I
your
love
apple
it. Go
butter.
on walks. I take pictures of leaves.
Well, if you can't get down there this season, you can once again take advantage of the Brown County Leaf Cam. It is up and running.
There's a leaf cam?
There's a
Leaf
Leaf
Cam.
Cam. You go to browncounty.com, and in that website, you'll see Leaf Cam. Click on it, and there's a static picture of
It's
the leaves.
like a beach cam. When you would, I would always check the
yeah.
beach
Well,
cam
it's a
on up
leaf
here,
cam.
like when we go on vacation, just to see what it looks like.
I'm a fan of the foliage, too. I like to see all that, but I'm not sure I would.
Oh, I would.
There was a coworker of ours that would have that up on his on his computer desktop, and it would always be up.
But it was like an island or something. He was so
Yeah.
there was actual movement.
You know, this one you're not going to see the
see a lot
leaves
of movement.
change. They don't happen right away.
If you watch close enough.
Oh no, you won't.
You would have to literally be glued to it,
For
24/7.
days.
Yeah.
Why don't we have something called like a cake cam?
We should do.
at my favorite bakery. That'd be ideal.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm sure it might be already. Look it up.
No, it's not there.
By the way, they're saying that next weekend might be the peak weekend. We'll have to wait and see. But with
Really?
this
Is
colder
it because
weather
of the
coming
weather?
in and the rain coming, that may knock off some of the leaves. But you want to check it out? It's browncounty.com. Noodle around on that page. You'll see Leaf Cam. Click on it, and you can watch some. I can't believe we're talking. Watch some leaves.
It's Indiana.
Only in Indiana. That's right.
Indiana.